All right, welcome back to game number 17, game number 4 on the day for me.
2 for me.
Libby came in a little late, but she's helped
Came
out.
in late. No, I came in when scheduled.
When scheduled. Well, late on the day, but Scott handled the first couple games for us, and then we've been here. Matt was here for one game, which was actually the Plymouth game. They played at 1 o'clock. That was a great game between Plymouth and the Fairfield Blue team. So now in the losers bracket, we have the quote unquote championship game in the losers bracket, which the winner of this game will move up and play in tomorrow's championship game, where they'll have to win 2 games in order to win this championship for the Town and Country 12U semi-state. The good news for both of these teams, they're both going to advance to next week's, or later this week's, state round. Fairfield's gold team, who lost just before this in the last part of the 6th inning.
The very, very last part, they had a runner come in, and then
Yeah.
they're like, all right, we're all done.
And a walk-off 2-run RBI. They lost the game, but they will still advance. They're going to be the 4th seed coming out of the North Semi-State. So they will advance over, and I think that's going to be at Monticello, they said, playing starting on Thursday. So, yeah, what a great thrill. Fairfield is going to have 2 teams that make it to state, which the guys were telling me that that's probably very rarely, if ever, even happened.
Yeah, they
which
said
is
that's
pretty awesome.
much unheard of.
Yeah. So tonight's game here between Plymouth and North Judson is getting set to go. Plymouth lost, like I said, earlier in the day at 1 o'clock to Fairfield's blue team. North Judson has worked their way back up into this game. They just got done, literally, right about 20 minutes ago, beating the Fairfield Gold team. So looks like Fox is going to take the mound for Judson, as they're going to be the home team on this game as well, which paid them dividends in the last game. So they had the last at bats. They were trailing by 1 going into the bottom of the 6th and got that 2-run hit. It was Bales, I think, that got the hit. I'll look back here, but I'm pretty sure it was Bales. Yeah, it was. Bales got that hit to score the run and win the game for Judson. So I have not personally seen Fox on the mound for Judson, so we'll see what he can do. I know their 2 main pitchers that have pitched a lot this week, Benson and Bales, are both out of innings, so they cannot pitch. Let me try and get, because it's the same lineup for them. So Bales is going to play first base and bat first. 55 Dylan Stewart is going to bat second, and he is playing third base. Number 18, Troy Trippenfeldis. Let me see where he's at second. Is this what I'm talking about? I can look out there and see the kids.
I'm like,
yeah.
they didn't even turn around.
Connor Benson is playing at short. Radke, let's see where he's at. Is that him over in left or in center? Left field?
Right field.
Right field. Oh, okay.
Hiding back there,
Yeah.
counting daisies.
All right, I can't see their faces. So Frazier looks like he is in center. Is that Frazier? Left? Dang it. I was doing good until I got into the outfield. McDaniel must be in center. Yep. So McDaniel at center field. And then Owen Tim looks like he's running behind the plate. So that's going to be your lineup for Judson. Plymouth's going to be batting first, the visitors here. Jack Cheney is going to be playing shortstop. He's getting ready to go. Followed by Gadziola playing third. Caleb Bowling playing second. Preston Jessen catching. Preston Wolf is going to be pitching to start the game. Malachi C. in center field. Trey Depp in right field. Delp. Trey Jordan in first base. Mason Bales, extra hitter. And rounding out the lineup is Blake Mackey, the left fielder for Plymouth. So 1-0 count already here for Cheney. And there's a shot right back to Fox, and fields it, throws it to first. What a play. That was a hard hit ball by Cheney right back to the pitcher. Fox fields it, Throws it to first. We got our first out. Gadziola is going to be up. 1-3 put out. So great fielding job there by the pitcher. And Ryan Gadziola playing third base is going to be your second batter. And he throws a high one, and Gadziola goes after it and swing and a miss. Strike one. There's a shot in the center. Let's see what they can do. It's high enough, and the center fielder moves over and gets underneath it for the putout. Great play there by McDaniel over in center. Pop fly 8, and just like that, 2 out, and Caleb Bowling, the second baseman, is up here for Plymouth. Shot down the line, foul. Off first base line, so Bowling with an 0-1 count. This is on that one, 1-1. Two balls, one strike now for Bowling. There's a shot to second, and good job there by the second baseman, Trippenfeldis, and the 4-3 put out. So just like that, Plymouth 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. After half inning, it's still 0-0. Judson's going to be up with Bales, Stewart, and Trippenfeldis when we come back.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here. It's going to be North Judson at the plate as we start the bottom half of the first. Quinn Bales is going to lead it off for the Blue Jays. On the mound for Plymouth is number 32, Preston Wolf. Let me see, flip back here a couple, see if he pitched. I don't remember. Did not pitch today. He did pitch on in the game against Rochester. Came in, looks like he closed the game out. So one of their regular pitchers, Preston Wolf, up here on the mound for Plymouth. And Quinn Bales, who got the single to score 2 runs against Fairfield, is up to bat first. Bales takes strike 1. Wolf misses outside on that one, 1-1. There's a shot foul, second strike, 1-2 now. The 1-2 from Wolf. Oh, he chases one outside for the strikeout. And Wolf with a big smile on his face on that one. He knew he got one there. So that's going to bring up the third baseman, Dylan Stewart, with 1 out. Sends that one outside, ball 1. Right down the middle, evens it up at 1-1. Wolf doing a pretty good job here to get going for Plymouth. I think he's kind of got a strategy there. He's going in and then he's going out. Seems to be the pattern anyway. Right across. Ooh, that made me flinch a little. Comes right back at the fence. And evens the count up at 2.
Straightened our camera out.
There's a shot down the line to second. And the play, and it's in time for the out. So Stewart grounds out to second for the second out, and that's going to bring up number 18, Troy Trippenfeldis, playing second here this evening. Shot there, center field. That's going to be playable. Second baseman goes out and gets underneath it. So 1, 2, 3. Judson goes down in order. And quick first inning for both teams. So coming back with the top half of the second, and it's going to be Judson, Wolf, and C for Plymouth. We'll take a quick one, be back here in just a moment on rtc4.com.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Blue Dragon Taekwondo. Whether you want to learn self-defense, physical cross-training, or looking to compete in national tournaments, Blue Dragon Taekwondo is the area's leading martial arts authority. Online at tkdbluedragon.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, Preston Jensen going to lead off, the catcher for Plymouth, as we start the second inning. No score on the board through 1. And 3 up, 3 down for both teams. So very quick first inning. And Jensen steps into the right-handed batter's box. Fox delivers, and Jensen sends a bunt foul. So the count 0-1 here to Jensen. Fox gets a little high on that one, ball 1. Jessen, not Jensen. I added an N to his name, I apologize. There's a shot, gonna dribble down the first baseline. Fox is gonna get there, and in time for the out. Great fielding effort there by the pitcher, Fox, and the 1-3 put out to start the inning. It's going to bring up the pitcher, Preston Wolf. Wolf swings and misses on strike 1. Fox doing very well on the mound so far here for North Judson. There's a shot, goes foul. That one was pretty close to the camera.
Yeah.
Stayed where it's supposed to. Good job. I tell you, give you guys a lot of credit. That camera setup is simple, but very effective for this type of a game.
It took years. I remember when we didn't even cover baseball because we kind of like were like, oh, how do we do that? And like now we have like this awesome setup and we're able to just leave it there,
right?
If we want.
Yeah, we've left the bracket and just taken the camera out for security reasons, but you know, it's a very simple, easy setup.
I will say, when you do take the bracket off and you have to put it back on, it's so time consuming.
Yeah.
Your neck starts hurting. You're just getting frustrated.
Yeah, getting the bracket just right, because we're actually hanging on the fence right behind home plate. And the camera's pointing through one of the chain links. And there's a strikeout on Wolf, so Fox doing very well. 5 up, 5 down so far for North Judson, and that's going to bring up the center fielder, Malachi C. C right up on the plate there in the right-handed batter's box. He's going to send one. It's a little blooper down to second, and Trippin Feldis in time. 3 up, 3 down for the second inning for Plymouth. And we're going to move into the bottom half of the second just like that. And it's going to be Benson, Radke, and Frazier coming up to bat here. North Judson. We'll take a break. Be back in a moment on RTC4.com.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank, online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here. We're getting set to go with the bottom half of the second. No score between Plymouth and North Judson. It's going to be Connor Benson playing short right now for Judson up first. Big right-hander. We've seen Connor throw a lot of innings of pitching here for Judson, doing a little bit of everything for the Blue Jays. And Wolf outside for ball 1. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Benson. Ooh, catches the corner on that one. 2-1. Wolf painting the corners for that strike. There's one, big swing and a miss for Benson. He evens it up at 2-2. And this is outside, full count now for Benson. And the payoff pitch, and that's going to be a walk. So Benson starts off the second with a walk, bringing up the right fielder, number 66, Noah Radke. Radke swinging a miss on strike 1. Misses outside on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a little blooper into right field. It's going to get down. Benson's going to ground second. He's on his way over to third. The throw back in. And Radke's going to stay at first. Benson moves over to third, and Judson has something going here in the bottom of the second. That was just a little half swing shot there by Radke, but it made it all the way out into right field and drops in for a base hit. It's going to bring up the left fielder, Damian Frazier. Left-handed hitting Frazier had a 2-run home run in the last game, so he can really pound it. Holds off on that one. Oh, they got him. Nope, he holds. Good play there by Plymouth. Judson gets the shot down to Cheney, and they run Radke back over to first. And they hold Benson on third, so great defensive play there by Plymouth. Big swing and a miss, and they're going to do it again. They're trying to draw the attention away from Plymouth so they can get Benson in, but Plymouth's not falling for it. They're a little smarter than that, and right now they're playing some really good defense, holding Radke at first and keeping Benson at third. Now they're going to get him to go. Here comes Benson. And he is safe. He got around it. The ball was there, but the tag was late. So he gets around. Radke goes to first. Benson gets home for the first run of the game. And that's some aggressive base running there by Judson. So Frazier with a 2-2 count now. Judson gets on the board with an early 1-0 lead. Wolf misses low for ball 3. Full count now here for Frazier. Still no outs here in the bottom of the second. Judson with 1 run across, and Frazier gets called out on strikes looking. That's going to bring up McDaniel with 1 out and 1 on.
You jinxed them. You said that there is no outs, and then they got one. Got some heated and fired up fans out here.
It's a high-stakes game of 12U baseball here. The winner of this one is going to move on to take on Fairfield Blue in the championship game tomorrow. There's a big shot fouled back by McDaniels. Looks like Wolf might have taken a little bit off of that. McDaniel a little ahead of it. And the count now 2-1. Takes ball 3 low in the dirt. Fouls off. Count goes to 2-2 now. McDaniels goes down swinging. That's only 2 outs. I don't know what they're. It's going to bring up the pitcher, Tyler Fox. Judson has a run. Fox takes ball 1 high. That one called strike, so the count goes to 1-1.
Two and two.
Oh, it gets the change up back to Wolf and over to first for the out. So the 1-3 put out ends the inning, but not before the damage is done. 1 run across. So after 2, Judson with the 1-0 lead over Plymouth. It's going to be Delp, Jordan, and Bales coming up to bat here in the top of the 3rd for Plymouth. We'll be back in a moment on RTC4.com.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back. We're getting set to go. Top of the third. It's going to be Trey Delp, the right fielder, leading off for Plymouth, followed by Trey Jordan and Mason Bales. So we're in game number 17 of our coverage of the Town and Country 12U Semi-State. The winner of this one will move on to tomorrow's championship game to take on the Fairfield Blue team, who won earlier in the day 10-5 over this Plymouth team. And Judson is in their third game today, second in a row. This is the second game of the day here for Plymouth. So the winner of this moves on. They'll have to win 2 if they want to come out of this as the champions. Fox right across the plate for strike 1. Fox dealing the ball pretty well here for Judson in the early going. Strike 2. And he's got Delp kind of perplexed up there. He's sat and looked at 2 of them, and now he's going to have to protect the plate. There's a swing a little early on that one, and it goes foul off the third base line. So Delp stays alive. I've been impressed with Delp. He's done a great job. He got the things going for Plymouth against Rochester the other night.
How's Rochester doing in this tourney?
They didn't do so good.
Not so good?
Not so good.
Hey.
They got beat by Plymouth pretty handily. I think it was 11-1 or 12-2 or something, and got knocked out, I think, this morning.
Yeah, but those boys, they put so much dedication and everything. They did a good job for what they did. I would not. You know, if I was one of them, I wouldn't have my head held too low.
No.
They did so well this year.
Yeah, they did well. I think actually, if I looked at the bracket, I think that Fairfield team beat them this morning. The Fairfield Gold that just played before us.
Oh, yeah?
That's how they moved on. I'll double check that real quick, but I think that's the case. So Trey Jordan up to bat here for Plymouth.
Got 1-1. Got 1 out this past batter.
Yeah, Fairfield Gold beat Rochester.
Ooh.
So Jordan's going to get on.
The pitcher.
Right up the middle out to center. So Jordan on for the first batter here in the third for Plymouth. The first runner that they've had the whole game with the single right up the middle. So that's going to bring up the extra hitter Mason Bales. Left-handed hitter here. He's going to show bunt, pulls back, swings. That's a tough effort in itself to be able to show bunt, pull back, and then still swing at a ball.
And he hit it. It was foul, but
well, that's
like,
part of what happened there. He was late on the swing because of the show on the bunt.
Yeah.
Shows bunt there, and that's going to be strike 2. Or did they say that he pulled his bat back? Yeah, no, that's 0-2. So he's got a swing now. Holds up on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a shot down the line to first base, unassisted to Bales. Holds on to it, so the runner, Jordan, gets over to second. And Bales is out at first with the unassisted play there on first by, that's Quinn Bales over there. So that's funny. Spelled different, Mason Bales, out by Quinn Bales. Mackey up to bat now, strike one to him. Yeah, that's spelled the same.
Maybe they're cousins.
Maybe they're related, yeah. Plymouth isn't that far from Judson.
It's pretty far. I mean, for you and I, we're driving a whole bunch. It's not that far, but
Yeah, everybody has a relation all over the place, so you never
yeah,
know.
true.
So there is strike two on Mackey. So 1 and 2 here on Mackey with 2 outs. And Trey Jordan on second. The only base runner of the game so far for Plymouth through 3. And a little changeup right there by Fox. And Mackey's not buying what Fox is selling. Holds back on that one. Count goes to 2 and 2 with 2 outs. Swing on one in the dirt, and that's going to be strike 3. And that's 3 outs. So 1 hit, no errors, no runs for Plymouth through 2.5. Judson with a 1-0 lead. And we're going to come back here for the bottom half of the third. It's going to be Owen Tim and then back up to Bales and Stewart for North Judson. We'll be back in a moment on RTC4.com.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Blue Dragon Taekwondo. Whether you want to learn self-defense, physical cross-training, or looking to compete in national tournaments, Blue Dragon Taekwondo is the area's leading martial arts authority. Online at tkdbluedragon.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here to the Rochester Youth League field. North Judson coming to the plate with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. It's going to be the catcher, Owen Tim, leading off here for the Blue Jays. Tim takes strike 1.
On that strike, moved his bat.
Preston Wolf stays on the mound here for the third for Plymouth. Ball 1 outside to Tim. The 1-1 pitch here by Wolf. This is on the outside corner for ball 2. There's a shot and a good play by Wolf. Throw over to first for the out. So Tim grounds out to the pitcher for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, the first baseman, Quinn Bales.
I feel like a Muppet in here. My arms flailing because so many bugs and flies trying to land on me. Said 2 strikes.
So Bales quickly down 0-2 with 1 out. Wolf doing a good job on the mound as well. Both pitchers doing well here to start the game. 1 run across for Judson came over the second inning. One ball, 2 strikes. And he misses on that outside, evens the count at 2-2. There's a shot over the second baseman out into right field. And he's going to be in with a single. So Bales gets on with a good hit out into right. And that's going to bring up Dylan Stewart. Stewart grounded out to second, his first time up. See if he can move Bales over here with one out here in the bottom half of the third. Hits the corner for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Stewart. Misses on that one outside, 2-2. Troy Trippenfeldus on deck here for Judson. There's a shot over the first baseman's head. It's going to go fair. Bales is rounding second. Stewart's in with a double, and Bales moves over to third. Good hit there by Stewart, gets a double out of that. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, Troy Trippenfeldus, with runners in scoring position and only 1 out. Takes ball 1 outside. Misses on that one, 2-0 the count. Ooh, a swing and a miss on an outside fastball by Trippenfeldus. Makes the count 2-1. This is outside for 3-1. Wolf working that outside corner on Trippenfeldus. Doesn't want to give him anything across the plate that he can get a hold of. There's a shot, and that's why you don't want to pitch to him. It's going to drop. It's just foul by about 6 inches there off the right field line. So the count goes full with that foul ball, strike 2. Payoff pitch here from Wolf. Right down the middle, and he gets Trippenfeldus looking for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up the shortstop, number 44, Connor Benson. Benson's another big, powerful hitter here for the Blue Jays. Takes one on the outside corner for strike 1. Count goes even at 1-1. Wild pitch by Wolf. Runners hold. Count goes to 2-1. There's one right down the middle. That's going to go deep off the wall. That's going to score 1. Another run round in third. And Benson is in with a 2 RBI double. Scores Bales and Stewart. And the shot to right. That's going to bring up Noah Radke with still 2 outs. And that puts Judson ahead 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. Wolf is working the outside corner on that plate, misses on that one by a little bit for ball 1. Comes inside, jams him up, and the first baseman's going to get that one unassisted, and that's going to retire the side. So Radke goes down, pop fly to 3, and that retires the side, but not before 2 runs score with 1 left on. And Judson with a 3-0 lead after 3. Coming back for Plymouth in the top of the 4th. It's going to be back up to the top of the lineup with Cheney, Gadziola, and Bowling. Be back in a moment on rtc4.com.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here to Rochester Youth League Field. We're in game number 17 of our coverage of the 12U Championships. And we're going into the top half of the 4th inning. Plymouth is up to bat. And it's going to be the leadoff hitter for Plymouth, Jack Cheney, up. Judson leading 3-0 after 3. Fox doing a good job there on the mound for Judson. Throws that one a little high. So over in Akron in the 10U semi-state, Rochester has advanced to the championship game tomorrow in the winners bracket. They're going to be taking on, did we determine Northwood and North Miami? So Northwood versus North Miami, the winner of that game playing right now on so they're playing there to determine who's going to take on Rochester. That's in the 10U division over at Akron.
Which we are also filming
Yeah,
on our YouTube. Got 2 things going live right now. I think they're in a break, so I think that game did just end.
So they're.
I don't know who won. I couldn't see it on the.
Oh, so they should be ahead of us because our game here with Judson and Fairfield went long.
Yep.
A little. So Cheney takes the walk to start off the inning here for Plymouth. And that's going to bring up Ryan Gadziola. He popped out to center in the first. It's the second base runner for Plymouth here in the game. So Judson doing a really good job. And we weren't sure coming into this how the Judson team could perform very well with their 2 stud pitchers running out of innings in the previous game. So far they've done really well. And Fox has done a good job, and he gets Gadziola to swing on that high and tight one. And they're going to hold. The runner is going to advance over to second. But, Gadziola wanted that one. That was right up on the numbers. So congratulations to the Rochester 10U team. They advanced, defeating, I think, North Miami earlier today. Big win for those boys. And they got a chance to take the semi-state. They won district last week here at Rochester. It's a big swing and a miss, and that sends Gadziola back to the dugout for strike 3. It's going to bring up Caleb Bowling, the second baseman. He grounded out to second, his first time at bat. And did he hold up? He can't see it over there. So they're going to give him a ball. They're going to say he held up. Takes strike one. Fox, not a real hard throwing pitcher for Judson, but he places the ball very well. And so far, only 2 base runners through 3 1/3 for Plymouth. Three and one, there's a shot. Good field by Fox, back over to first. Runner will advance to third, but that's the second out of the inning. Fox fields his position very well as well. That's going to bring up the catcher, Preston Judson, who grounded out to Fox in the second inning. So they're going to talk it over there. Fox with a huge hesitation in the middle of his delivery right there. That could be called a balk. So they're going to call it a ball on that one.
Hey, we're looking it up right now, man. But I didn't call it.
So for now, that stands as ball one. So a strike on that one on the bunt attempt that went foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike here with 2 outs. Runner on third. There's a shot to short, and that one's trouble. We saw that hop again, and Benson couldn't handle it. And Plymouth gets one across with Cheney scoring on that RBI single by Judson. That hop right there has gotten several, Libby. Hits that edge of that grass right there, right in front of the dirt, and we've seen that come off very funny.
It's a trap. It's a trap, like on Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
Well, and Benson knew. I mean, you could see him trying to figure out where that was going to come off on that hop, but it just came off so funny that he couldn't even begin to field it.
He anticipated.
So the runner's going to advance on the wild pitch by Fox. So Plymouth gets on the board here in the top of the 4th. Gets 1 run back, trailing 3-1. Judson on second now with Wolf at the plate. Ball goes foul, out of play for strike 2 on Wolf. So the pitcher's battling it out here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. On the guy was on third. Ooh, just a bit low, and that's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, okay. Lots of howling.
So the count goes full now, 3-2. Fox trying to retire the side here for Judson. There's a shot that's going to be trouble, and that's going to get down. And one run's going to score. Wolf is going to get caught in a pickle. They're going to have him out at second to retire the side, but one run does score, and it goes to 3-2. We're going to take a break and come back with bottom of the fourth in a moment.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, we're back.
All right, well, that was a wild ending to the inning, top of the fourth there, with Wolf getting tagged out, got in the pickle, but 2 runs come across for Plymouth, and the score now stands at 3-2, heading into the bottom of the fourth. Got a new pitcher on the mound for Plymouth, and it's going to be Ryan Gadziola taking over for Wolf, who went through 3 innings. So Gadziola, a quality pitcher. We've seen him throw several times here for Plymouth. He's going to be going up against Frazier, McDaniel, and Fox for North Judson as we start off the bottom half of the fourth. So we'll see what Gadziola can do here. He's a strong right-handed pitcher for Plymouth. And I think he's going to give Judson all they can handle right now. Frazier is up first here for Judson. He struck out his first time up in this one, but he had a big 2-run home run in the game previous to this against the Fairfield Gold team, one in which the Blue Jays came back from a 10-9 deficit to win in the bottom of the 6th by 11-10 count to make it to this game here. All right, here we go. Starting off the bottom half of the fourth. Frazier goes after a high one with a bunt, and it goes off foul for strike 1. That one low in the dirt, evens the count at 1-1. This is on the outside corner. 2-1 the count now to Frazier. Catches the corner on that one, evens the count up at 2-2. Frazier's going to have to protect now with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he gets the strikeout for the first out of the inning, bringing up the center fielder, number 1, McDaniel. Just a bit outside, ball 1. Daniel struck out on his only plate appearance of this game here earlier in the 2nd inning. There's a chopper going to go foul into the home dugout. Makes it 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And he got him looking for strike 3, so 2 strikeouts to start the inning brings up the pitcher, Tyler Fox. Fox grounded out to the pitcher his first time up in the 2nd inning to end the inning. Judson holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th. And Gadziola is finding his strike zone. Hits that one for strike 1. This is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Judson in danger of going down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 4th. Plymouth bats are heating up. Misses just low and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Misses inside, count goes full, 3-2. And Fox takes the walk on ball 4, bringing up the catcher, Owen Tim. Gadzolia trying to get the 3rd out here of the inning. Misses on that one outside, ball 1. Outside on that one for ball 2. Catches the inside corner for strike 1. Count goes to 2-1 now. Plymouth looking to get that 3rd out here of the inning, retire the side. Pitch right down the middle. That's going to be bouncer to 2nd, and he's going to tag Fox for the out. And that's going to retire the side. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and after 4, Judson holding on to the lead 3-2. So coming up here in the top of the 5th already. Wow, this game's going quick. So top of the 5th, it's going to be C. Delpin Jordan for Plymouth. Trailing by 1. We'll take a break, come back with more here from Rochester on RTC4.com.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, we're back, getting set to go. Top of the 5th inning already. Malachi C. going to lead off for Plymouth, the center fielder. Grounded out to second, his only time at the plate here in this one. Going to be Trey Jordan and Trey Delp and then Trey Jordan for Plymouth following C. And we've got a new pitcher on the mound here for Judson. It's going to be Stewart taking over for Fox, who threw 4 good innings of ball for Judson. So Stewart moves in from third. Fox goes back over to third. It's his normal position there. And we're going with Malachi C., the leadoff batter here for Plymouth. And that one's going to go. First base makes the play in foul territory. And a great effort right on the fence by Bales over there at first to get the first out. It's going to bring up the right fielder, Trey Delp. Well, it couldn't be a better start for Stewart. Comes in, 1 pitch, gets 1 out. We'll see how it goes from here. Throws that one just outside.
Don't jinx him.
Yeah, I know, I keep saying that. Uh-oh, her light turned red. We'll go until this middle inning.
Yeah.
So 2-0 count here on Delp. That one just a little low. 3-0 now for Trey Delp.
There's the walk.
So Stewart issues the walk to Delp. And that's going to bring up Trey Jordan. So they got Trey Delp wears number 3. It almost makes sense, but Jordan wears 22, but Trey Jordan, shouldn't he wear like 33? I don't know.
Oh, goodness.
Game 17 humor right there, or lack thereof. So ball 1 to Jordan. If you average out, he's got a helmet on that says 44, and he wears 22.
There we go.
So if you average that out, you get your 33.
Hey, you're the math guy, so.
2 balls, no strikes to Jordan. And Mitchell misses outside. So first pitch out, and then he's thrown 7 straight balls now and in danger of walking his second straight runner, Trey Jordan. This is outside again for ball 4. Delp moves to second, and Jordan takes first on the walk. And Coach Bales is going to have a quick hook, I think. See what he does here. He's kind of limited on his options for pitching right now. And that was one of our discussions earlier about, at the end of the Fairfield game, that the winner was going to have limited pitching available for the game versus Plymouth. Fox came in and really did well for Judson through 4. And so far, Stewart has struggled after getting the first out. So we'll see what Coach Bales decides here. He's going to go to Trippenfeldis. So Troy Trippenfeldis is going to take over on the mound. We've seen him kind of have hot and cold pitching efforts, so we'll see what he can do. Hopefully he can get hot and close this out. So we'll just hit mute. This will be a good time to change some batteries out here on our mics while Trippenfeldus gets warmed up. We'll just let you watch him, and I'll shut up.
All right, we're back. New batteries.
All right, that's going to bring up Bales with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. 2 runners, 1 at first, 1 at second for Plymouth. And the first one to Bales is outside for ball 1. Left-handed hitting Bales going up against the right-handed hitting Trippenfeldus. Oh, and he hits him. Or did he avoid the hit? I thought it sounded like it hit his leg, but apparently not. Must have been hitting the dirt. So the runners advance to second and third.
Some loud dirt.
Yeah, so some scoring threats here for Plymouth with 2 balls, no strikes to Bales. And he goes away. Ball gets past the catcher for ball 3. So Trippenfeldus in danger of walking the bases loaded here. With Mackey on deck. And he does. Bales walks on 4 pitches. Brings up the left fielder, Blake Mackey, with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
Uh-oh.
Mackey struck out his only plate appearance in the 3rd inning. There's a bunt, goes foul, and oh, where'd it go? Went the other way.
That was loud. It scared me.
Misses on that one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Mackey. Foul ball, strike 2 now, 1 and 2. Troy trying to find an out here with the bases loaded. He's got 2 strikes on Mackey. Misses that one high. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runners hold. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging, strike 3. So Trippenfeldus able to find the out on Mackey. And at the bases loaded, that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, number 27, Jack Cheney. Left-handed hitting batter Cheney. Grounded out to the pitcher in the 1st and walked in the 4th. There's a shot out to left field. Coming in, and the fielder can't make the play. 1 run across. The 2nd run. Tag is too late. They're going to play the third, and they safe at third. They're saying he's under the tag. So 2 runs score, and that gives Plymouth the lead, 4-3 on that shot out to left field by Cheney. Cheney advances over to second. Bales is standing at third. And Gadzolia, the batter. Misses on that one high for 3 balls, no strikes. And he walks him on 4 pitches, so Gadzolia takes first on the walk, bringing up the second baseman, Caleb Bowling. Grounded out to second in the first and grounded out to the pitcher in the fourth for the Pilgrims. 2 outs, bases loaded, 2 runs across with the big shot by Cheney. There's a shot, and that's going to hit the gap between third and short. 1 runs across. Second run is going to score. And just like that, Plymouth opens it up. Cheney comes across. Gadzolia is at second, and Bowling is at first with a single, scoring 2. 4 runs across, and that's going to bring up Preston Judson here for Plymouth. Judson grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning, and then he had a big single and scored in the fourth. So Judson trying to find the final out of the inning and struggling right now. Trippenfeldis, the ball gets away from the catcher. The runners advance. Gadzolia to third. Bowling over to second. 2 balls, 1 strike right now to Judson. And he misses on that one. Brings the count to 3-1, so once again, Gadzolia, or Trippenfeldis.
Ooh, almost hit him.
And that's going to be ball 4, so walks, the bases loaded again. And Judson's got to try and find a way to get out of this inning, trailing by 3 now. And that brings up Preston Wolf, and we're going to have a conference at the mound. I believe Coach Frazier coming out for Judson. He's looking around. Not a lot of choices left here for Coach to they're going to go out to center for their option number 3. Is that McDaniel? So they're going to look to McDaniel here to take over the pitching duties to try and get out of this inning. Let's check back here. I have not remember seeing McDaniels on the mound here for Judson this week.
He hasn't.
So, yeah. And they all looked out at him, and he looks back at him like, what? Me? Pitch? So we'll see how this goes here.
He looks good.
Yeah, that doesn't look too
That
bad
doesn't
there
look
for
bad
his
at all.
warm-ups. So,
I'm also not a professional baseball player, just a bystander. But I've had my fair share of games this past month.
right.
Or 2 months now. Goodness, it's already the 15th of July.
Yeah. The days are kind of running together for me here. Been out at the park for
Yeah.
a couple days doing the 10U, now the 12U. I wouldn't mind seeing some of the state, but it's over in Monticello. Both these teams are going to be playing. The 10U state, where's 10U state at? Oak Hill?
Oak Hill.
Oh,
Isn't that the other way?
that's not too far, down by Marion.
Yeah. All right. Ooh.
So first pitch by McDaniels is ball in the dirt.
Oh, don't say it like that. Make him in the dirt.
Well, it was
I
in
know,
the dirt.
I know that's where it's at, but give him a chance. He's got to warm up a little bit more.
This is on the outside corner for ball 2. Preston Wolf. Malachi C. on deck. He was the leadoff hitter in this inning for Plymouth. Ooh, I think he got him.
there
Yeah,
you go.
swing. A little check swing on that one and gets strike 1. So
Just keep repeating that movement. And ooh.
he doesn't want to let that run score. And that ball got past the catcher there, and he really hustled down to the plate. Three and 1 count now here to Wolf. And he misses on the outside corner. That's going to walk in a run for Plymouth, advancing the runners. And that's going to bring up Malachi C., who led off of this inning with a pop out to foul territory off of first base. There's a shot right over second base by C. One runs in. Center
no.
fielder struggling. And the runners hold. Judson holds at third. So one run across makes it to 8-3 now in the top of the 5th. So the gates have broken open here for Plymouth. Scoring 6 runs here in the top half of the 5th, bringing up Trey Delp. Delp walked and scored earlier in the inning. Bases loaded here for Plymouth. Trying to find that third out here. Misses high on that one. 3-0 the count to Delp. And that's going to walk in another run for Plymouth.
I'm honestly surprised that wasn't a strike. That looked fairly down the middle, but
It's going to bring up Trey Jordan with 9 runs across. 7 here in the inning. Jordan walked and scored earlier in the inning. And McDaniel misses outside. Gets that one right down the pipe. Strike one. Count even at 1-1. There's a shot into shallow left, and that's going to drop. 1 run across. Second run is going to score. So 2 more runs score for Plymouth on the double by Jordan. Plymouth has broken this one open with 9 runs here in the 5th. Still trying to find that third out. And Mason Bales back up on the right-handed or left-handed batter's box here for Plymouth. There's a swing and a miss for strike one. Delp on third, Jordan on second, nobody on first here for Plymouth. Daniel misses outside for ball 1. Ball gets away from the catcher. 1 run in. And Jordan moves over to third. And that's going to do it for the inning with 10 runs scored.
10-run limit till the 6th inning.
10-run limit, so 10 runs across for Plymouth. They've blown this one open 12-3. So Judson's got a big hole to climb out of as they move into the bottom half of the 5th. And it's going to be
12-3.
Tim.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what my little scratches were there. I think Tim will be up, followed by Bales and Stewart for Judson. All right, we'll take a break. Plymouth up 12-3 going into the bottom of the 5th.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank, online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here to bottom half of the 5th. And unfortunately for North Judson, this deep into the tournament with having to come back from the depths of the losers bracket like they have, they've just completely run out of pitching. Not to mention that, but it's the 3rd game of the day for them, and it's just been a smoking hot day. And, well, 2nd game in a row for them. Not only their 3rd game of the day, but 2nd game in a row. And I think they've just kind of ran out of steam here, unfortunately, in the end of this one. Still have a couple more chances to get some runs back, but you know, good news for them. They're going to be playing next week or later this week. They've earned their way on to the into the top 4, so they'll keep playing. So you know, it's going to end roughly here probably for them at Rochester. So it's going to be, okay, I did have a scratch down there for something for Tim. So it's going to be Bales up to bat first. pretty quickly here on the mound is the pitcher, Gadzolia, for Plymouth, quickly with 2 strikes. And misses a little low on that one for ball 1. Low and outside on that one for ball 2. Two-two shot and just foul off of the right field line. That was a nice shot there by Bales. A little late on the swing, but just about got that one tucked inside the right field line. Gonna do 2-2 again. And he misses outside on that one. Ball goes all the way back out into the field. Brings up a 3-2 count. And he gets him looking on the inside corner for the strikeout. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Dylan Stewart. Stewart grounded out in the first, had a double in the second, went around to score for Judson. Takes ball 1 low in dirt. Swings at an inside fastball for strike 1. Evens it up at 1-1 with 1 out. There's a shot, foul. Count goes to 1-2 on Stewart. Gets him looking for strike 3. That's 2 here in the inning for Gadziola. It's going to bring up Troy Trippenfeldis. Popped out to second in the first, struck out looking in the third. Takes that one low and in the dirt for ball 1. There's a shot down to second. Play, throw over to first in time, and that's 3 up and 3 down for Plymouth here in the bottom of the 5th. So the score remains 12-3 after 5 innings of play. Plymouth is going to be up here in the top half of the 6th. It's going to be Bales, Mackey, and Cheney for the Pilgrims. They got one more inning to wrap this up and move on to the championship game tomorrow versus Fairfield. We'll take a break and come back with more action here on RTC4.com in just a moment.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here, top of the 6th. Plymouth with the 9-run lead, 12-3. McDaniel's going to stay on the mound here in the top of the 6th. It's going to start off with Mason Bales. He he grounded out to the pitcher, who got him out unassisted in the 3rd. Walked and scored in the 5th. Left-handed hitting Bales in the box. McDaniels toes the rubber, sends one down low on the inside corner for ball 1. Ball 2? I must have been talking. No. No, illegal pitch for ball 1. That was ball 2. There is a little dribbler that's going to spin foul for Bales. Gets strike 2 on the inside corner, evens it up at 2-2. There's a shot play for Fox at 3rd and over and in time. Nice play there by the 3rd baseman, Fox. Comes up a little limpy. Don't know if he tweaked an ankle there or if that's just maybe his reaction after that. But they get Bales on the 5-3 put out for the first out, bringing up left fielder Blake Mackey with 1 out. McDaniel misses on the outside on that one. There's a shot down 3rd base. It's going to get past Fox, and it's going to get past the left fielder. It's going to go all the way to the fence. They're going to send Mackey around 2nd. He's going to go to 3rd and be in safe with a triple on the good hustle play by Mackey. So Mackey gets on with a shot to left field, and that's going to bring up Jack Cheney, leadoff hitter.
That sounds like a president name.
That's Calbert. That's Grandpa. That's pretty good that you'd remember that. That was back in the early days for Libby. Just a pup here. Ball gets away, and oof, the slide. McDaniels goes down hard. And good play there by Mackey. That was completely incidental, and he high-fives McDaniels, and they're going to check on him here. The good thing is his ankle didn't stick. He just went down hard.
Like the ice in the winter.
Right. So
something I'm not looking forward to, being back from South Carolina for 2 years. Winter.
So you missed out on the really good winters a couple years ago.
I've been gone since 2016, since that winter. So 2016, 17.
So you were here for the big winter?
I remember in 2013, I dug my mom's wheels out off the road. Like I had to dig around her wheels so she could leave.
I'm trying to remember, it was 3 years ago. Was it 15 that was the really bad winter?
I have no clue.
We're getting deep into the archives now here with the...
My brain doesn't go that far back. I've blocked out any and everything.
I remember is whatever year they built the new YMCA in Warsaw, because that was coming up out of the ground, and it was a brutal cold. All right, so Cheney up with 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on here for Plymouth. Pilgrims lead 13-3. Ball 2 on the outside for McDaniel. Ball 3 in the dirt. There's a shot out to center. That should be playable, and it is, and
they
a good
got
catch.
it. That was a good catch.
I'm not sure who's out in center.
17.
Oh, that's Bales. He moved out from his first base spot. So he gets the pop fly, gets Cheney out. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Gadzolia. And he foul tips it.
Almost hit our camera.
Looks like it went off the face mask or maybe the top of the head of the ump.
That's scary.
Everybody seems to be all right. So 1 ball, or no balls, 1 strike here for Gadzolia. And that one goes in behind him for ball 1. Just a bit outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Plymouth leading 13-3. It's a Judson team that has fought hard, battled back, and won 2 games already today. This is their 3rd one, 2nd in a row. And you can tell these guys are gassed. There's a shot, foul, makes the count full, 3-2. You guys not giving away slushes anymore? There's a shot down third base. It's going to get in between the base and Fox, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Gadzolia is going to round second, and he's going to try for third, and Benson can't handle it out there in the cutoff. And Gadzolia is in at third. It's going to bring up Caleb Bowling. 2 strikeouts, singled and scored in the 3rd. There's a shot right down the middle. Good pitch there by McDaniel. If he can do 2 more like that. He caught the corner. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes here. McDaniel looking for that 3rd out. Just a bit low. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ryan Gadzolia on third here for the Pilgrims. There's a shot foul off of the first base line. Count remains at 1-2 now here for Bowling. This is that one in the dirt. Gadzolia is going to go. And he gets in under the tag for the 14th run. All 2s across the board. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Bowling. 2 runs across in the inning for Plymouth. There's a shot right up the middle. And it's going to get out to center field. Bowling's going to be on with a single. It's going to bring up the catcher, Preston Jensen. Struck out or grounded out to the pitcher in the 2nd. Had a single and scored, and had walked and scored in the Fourth and fifth innings. Takes ball one. Just a bit high on that one. Bowling's going to take second. Bowling moves over on the ball in the dirt, ball three. 3-0 now to Judson. And Judson walks on 4 pitches. Brings up Preston Wolf. And they're going to go to the dugout. Coach Frazier, I'd say McDaniel did a fine job. Haven't seen him pitch this week, so thinking he's probably a little bit down on the depth chart. Didn't do a bad job at all. So they're going to bring in the left-handed pitching So that's Frazier. So Damian Frazier, the left fielder, is going to come in to pitch. Left-handed throwing. Yeah. So he's going to take a couple warm-up pitches here. We'll keep it here, just mute us out a little bit. We'll wait for Frazier to warm up. All right, so that first pitch for Frazier is a strike. Just a little high on that one. Loses that one. It goes out just a bit outside. Kind of slipped out of his hand there. Two balls, one strike with 2 outs. Runners on the corner for Plymouth. Judson moves over to second. walks him. That's going to bring up Malachi C. with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. There's a shot. Popper. Tim has a chance. Can't get to it. Well, you can tell that the Judson players, they're just gassed at this point. Unfortunately for them, playing 3 games in one day in this heat. Two balls, 1 strike to C. Three-one pitch. And C walks in a run. It's going to bring up Trey Delp with the bases loaded, 2 outs. There's a shot down third baseline, and it gets through. 1 run across. And the runners will hold, and that's going to be a single for Delp. Bringing up number 22, Trey Jordan. And Jordan takes one in the back. That's going to walk in another run for Plymouth. And it'll bring Bales back up. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. There's a shot over second into shallow center. And it's going to score 1 more run. The runners are going to hold. That'll bring up Mackey. Pop fly into center, and that's going to do it for the inning, the third out. And Judson has one more at bat, trailing 18-3 after 5.5. We'll take a break. Be right back.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank, online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Alrighty, so Plymouth with a 18-3 lead going into the bottom half of the 6th. It's going to be Benson, Radke, and Frazier for Judson. So Mason Bales is the pitcher now for Plymouth, facing Connor Benson. Benson swing and a miss for strike 1. Strike 2. First ball was called a strike as well. 0-2 now to Benson. Benson goes down swinging, bringing up Noah Radke. Shot to short and the play, and that's a good play over to first for the out. 6-3, bringing up Frazier here with 2 outs. Frazier takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Bales misses high on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be your ball game. Final score here from Rochester, Plymouth 18, North Judson 3. North Judson is going to be eliminated from the semi-states. Plymouth is going to move back up to the championship game where they'll face Fairfield Blue in the championship games tomorrow night. The blue team is undefeated, so the Plymouth team is going to have to win 2 if they want to win the semi-states. Both these teams here are going to move on to the state tournament, which starts on Thursday. So going to wrap it up here from Rochester in Game 17 coverage of the semi-state, 12U semi-state. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for the championship game.
Who's it going to be for the championship game?
It's going to be Plymouth taking on Fairfield Blue. So
There we
we'll
go.
see you tomorrow. Who do I have? Are you going to be here?
Oh, man.
I don't know.
I don't think I'm going to be here.
I don't know who will be here with me, but
I think it's Dakota
Dakota.
or
All right.
Jeremy. Nope, Dakota.
All right. So thanks for coming in, Libby.
Yes, no
and
problem.
We'll see you tomorrow from Rochester.
Bye.